Hey guys, Cyrax07 here, and we're back with more Jurassic World Evolution 3 Rebirth. Let's get it. Alright, now before we do anything, I want to take a look at something. Where the bloody hell is it? I mean, bloody heck. There we go. Alright, so first, so I'm sure in the previous video you guys already noticed this. Yeah, that I installed a mod that changed the male skins to be Ember. But now I also have the buckskin on Ember. Oh my god, that looks amazing. Uh, yeah, I took it. I mean, some of you probably, heard about what's going on with JWE3 modding. As far as, what is it, ASCE or ACSE? The basic modding tools. So I was pretty much not gonna mod JW3 like at all. But I still like at times take a gander because something that I learned from 2 is that 7 out of 10 times, replacement mods will still work even if they're not, even if they were made with an older version of the game. Like in JW2, most of the replacement mods that I use are older, you know? So, like some of them from like 2022, 2023, you know? But, yeah, and I saw this and I was like, dang. Because come on, we've all thought of it, right? We've all thought about this, right? It's like, man, if only we could put the buckskin on the Ember bottle. So I saw this and I was like, I have to. At least for the time that it'll work, I have to. Like that looks good. That looks good. I'm actually probably gonna go ahead. Nah. No, because I also like the Ember skin for the male. So never mind. But no, like this on another map, I'm definitely gonna use this for a male. Like, looks awesome. But it's not the only one. It's not the only one. So, okay, there's these, right? Okay. Yeah, then we have all of these. Which, by the way, apparently, the Red Raptor that's in Rebirth, like, someone made a comment, like, oh, it doesn't matter because we never saw them in the movie. It's like, well, no, we did. Just couldn't see them very well because they were in the background. You know, it was just that later scene where we would have got our, like, good looks at them that got cut. But apparently, the Red Raptor is the female. So them putting the quills, giving the female rebirth raptors like shorter quills, apparently that wasn't just something Frontier decided to do just to make the rebirth raptors, a little cooler, a little more unique. Like apparently the male, they're the red raptor that also had quills. Apparently it was female, and from what I could see, I'd have to watch the scene in its entirety. But from what I could tell from screen caps, it does have shorter quills than the white one. So yeah, right. So apparently this is meant to be like the red raptor is meant to be female, but that is not what I actually came to the raptors for. This is. So now we got the JP raptors. Yeah, there's the 97 male, which guys, that goes hard. That goes hard. So, but going back to the female real quick. So JP Raptors with the shorter quills. The JP toy? Like, I can't tell you how much I played with that Jurassic Park 1993 Velociraptor toy, complete with the JP mark. And you have the Lost World female, which I also saw somebody say that like, oh, like the series has shown us that if they have if they're males they have quills, and it's like that was not a thing until JP3, because there are male raptors in the Lost World. The JP3 raptors, for at least for the males, ended up having quills because uh, they wanted the raptor designs to reflect more current research, and so that's why they gave quills to the males. But some of the raptors in the second movie are males, so but yeah, most of you probably know that. But I saw someone like make that comment, and I was just like, "You're right and you're wrong at the same time." Like what you're saying isn't accurate. You got the Raptor Squad now with quills. Like that is so cool. That is so cool. Now I thought there were male variations of the Raptor Squad as well. And by the way, let me know which one of the Raptor Squad is your favorite. I've always leaned towards Echo. I don't know why, but I've just always liked Echo's colors. And I think Echo's the first one to die, isn't she? Pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Echo's the first one to die, the one that gets taken out by the rocket launcher. So, and then got this. So it's a JP Raptor variant where we can change the colors. And what's the male look like? See, now this is interesting because see how the male JP variant is a tiger raptor. There was at one point that I was under the impression that all the tiger raptors that we saw in the Lost World were males, and that their females were the ones we saw in the first movie. Now, obviously, later came to realize that wasn't true, but it's interesting that they did that. Too bad it doesn't have quills though. And then JP3 variant, so we can get different colored JP3 female. Same with the male. Ooh, I kind of like that. Like with the yellowish, I kind of like that. So, I believe these two are done by Scary, and then obviously this one is Amazon. I'm gonna have to look into this one because it's only showing the 97 male, but in the pictures it shows the Raptor Squad with these quills. So not entirely sure what's going on there. Like I said, I'm gonna have to look into that. But this is dope. This is so dope, nonetheless. You know, in a perfect world, because apparently ASCE like obviously it works. It hasn't been updated, but obviously ASCE still works. So the issue is that the mods themselves need to be uploaded. I mean updated. So in a perfect world, Scary and Amazon will just and whoever I forget who did the Buck Ember will just keep updating the mods. Like yeah, because I saw these and I was just like, I know I said I wasn't gonna mod, but I kind of have to throw these in here at least for the time being, just to get some enjoyment out of them. For as long as they'll work. So, but yeah, like look at that. It's the Rebirth Raptor with the 93 skin. Like that is so cool. You know. And you know what? Knowing Frontier, they might pull something like this later because like they've done that where someone comes out with like certain mods that were really popular, they ended up implementing as an official thing into the game in a future update. Uh, First person was one of those back in JW2. Like that was a mod, and then like out of nowhere they were like, in the new update coming up, you're gonna have a first person mode, and it like works almost exactly. I think the only difference between their version and the mod is that in the mod version you can jump. Like I think that was the only difference. So you never know. Like if these mods prove to be popular enough, they could rework the Raptors and make the JP3 Raptors a variant, and then if enough of us are loud enough, they may even actually make all the skins. Um, I was gonna say bisexual. Make all the skins like usable on both genders. You know, so and that last one is definitely possible because they did it with the Titanosaurus. They did it with the Rebirth Raptors. So, but anyways, yeah, that's all. I just want to show you guys that because it's just too cool. Hey guys, future Cyrax here doing the editing process. So I was a little bit mistaken. Um, the JP skins on the Rebirth Raptors, and the Buck Rex, the Buck Ember Rex, were done by Captain Shoes, and then the Rebirth, JP, and JP3 variants were done by Scary Face. So, got the information a little bit wrong. So, my bad. Alright, back to the video. So, alright, what are we doing? Synthesizing. Okay, we're working on quests. Oh, I'm not sure if I noticed this right here before. That's cool. Where did I put that? There it is. Oh wait, no, this is the Mutadon one. Which I think I mentioned this before. I saw someone refer. I think it was in a Reddit post or something. But someone referred to the Mutadon as a Pteroraptor. That is a way better name. That is a way better name. So, but anyways, okay. Uh, let's. Yeah, you know what? Let's put it over here. So we need a male and a female. And gotta be big, as we found out at the Riverside Lab. Alright, that should be good enough. What happened? Such a noob skin. Okay, it's referring to that. Alright. Okay. So. Where. Okay, so first we gotta figure out where. Okay, over here. Ah. Okay. This, we're gonna flip it around. Oh, that's booged. So that didn't work the way I wanted it to. Already has the increased radius. I do feel like the geothermal network could do with some tweaks. Ah, there we go. Okay. However, I guess it's okay from now. So, alright. So, need two quets, male and female. Hmm. Why are these suddenly unlocked? Anyways. They really need to give us a Lost World skin. Oh, we can train. Why Manu was smirking so much? Like, my man is smirking. Alright. Alright, here we go. Let's get them some water. Water.
Time to get some nest eggs, meaning a nest
Alright.
and then some eggs. Well, I thought it was clever.
Alright, here we go. There we go.
The Mutadon might be the deadliest animal in the skies, but the Quetzalcoatlus is definitely the most striking. And now we're just a short wait from having a juvenile to admire too.
So cute. Okay, more area. More water. More fish.
Oh, look at its little beak. Well, relatively little. Compared to most other beaked animals, even this juvenile is large. But I was right. This assignment has given us new insights into genetic engineering. So there's a lot to be proud of in this one.
So are we done over here? Let's see here. Bathroom and shelter.
Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across the site. Available personnel, please respond.
Alright, this is definitely an issue. See, this is what I'm talking about. This could definitely use a tweak. Alright, now let's look at assignments. Trying to remember where you at. Those are at the Riverside Lab, right? I guess we're done with the main facility. As far as the priority assignments. So, let's go ahead and hop on back to the Riverside Lab. We didn't leave this one in chaos, did we?
Synthesis
Alright,
procedure
release our
complete.
Rex.
Incubation personnel, please stand by.
What up, boy? Oh shit. I mean, crap. Well, it's still gonna be formidable territory. So. Anyways, we're gonna call it here for now, guys. We got our Rexes, and we'll get back if we need to address any enclosure issues. Then we shall deal with that. So, like and subscribe, guys. And I will see you in the next one.